When I was younger, my teacher said something simple that I'll never forget. He said, "Time is quiet, but it never waits." At the time, I didn't really get it. So he told me a story, and that story, well, it changed my life. In a bustling city, full of bright lights, towering buildings, and people always in a rush, lived a young man named Ryan. But unlike the city around him, Ryan's life was moving in slow motion. Every morning, he'd wake up late. Not because he was tired, but because he'd stayed up all night just scrolling on his phone. An endless stream of videos, photos, and glimpses into other people's lives. Ryan watched people traveling to exotic places, buying fancy cars, and achieving incredible success. He'd double-tap their photos and whisper to himself, "One day, that'll be me." But that one day never seemed to arrive. Ryan had big dreams, the kind that keep you up at night with excitement. He wanted to learn new skills, start his own business, and completely transform his life. But his days were small, filled with small actions that led nowhere. Every time he picked up his phone, time just seemed to vanish. What started as 5 minutes of scrolling would stretch into an hour. And before he knew it, the entire night was gone. His father worked long, hard hours to provide for the family. His mother worried quietly, always hoping that Ryan would find his path and do something meaningful with his life. One evening, his father asked him gently, "Son, what did you do today?" Ryan quickly replied, "I was busy." But deep down, he knew the truth. He wasn't busy. He was distracted, lost in a digital world that gave him nothing in return. Then one night, something unexpected happened. The internet went out, no videos, no scrolling, no distractions. Ryan felt a wave of restlessness wash over him. He had no idea what to do with himself, so he just sat there in the quiet of his room. For the first time in what felt like years, he was alone with his own thoughts. He looked around the small space he called his own. He saw old books collecting dust on a shelf, a laptop he hadn't opened in months, and a notebook with pristine, empty pages. He picked up the notebook and a pen. With a new sense of clarity, he wrote down a single powerful sentence. "What if I use my phone to build, not to escape?" The next morning, Ryan did something different. He woke up early. He resisted the urge to open social media. Instead, he opened his browser and searched for free online courses. He started watching educational videos, tutorials on skills he'd always wanted to learn, instead of mind-numbing entertainment. He made a commitment to practice every single day. At first, it was incredibly hard. His hand would instinctively reach for his phone, his thumb ready to start the endless scroll. It was a habit, a powerful addiction he'd built over years. There were days he failed. Days he fell back into old patterns and wasted hours, but he didn't give up. He just kept trying. That one focused hour a day slowly became 2. Then 2 became 4. Weeks turned into months. Ryan started earning a little bit of money online from his new skills. It wasn't much at first, just a small amount. But for the first time in a long time, he felt a genuine sense of pride. While others were scrolling through their feeds, Ryan was working. While others were watching other people's success stories, Ryan was building his own. People around him started to notice a change. "You look different," his friends would say. He seemed more focused, more confident, more alive. A year later, Ryan sat in the very same room, but his life was completely different. He had valuable skills. He had a steady income he'd built from scratch. He had a clear direction for his future. One evening, his younger cousin came to him, looking a little lost. He asked, "Ryan, how did you do it? How did you change your life so much?" Ryan picked up his phone, the same device that had once been his prison, and said, "This little thing can either destroy your future or build it. It all depends on how you choose to use it." Then he added quietly, "Scrolling made me dream about a better life, but working made that dream a reality." That day, I finally understood what my teacher meant. Time is quiet. It doesn't shout warnings or ring alarm bells. It just slips away, second by second, minute by minute. If you spend your life just scrolling, you're constantly borrowing small hits of happiness from other people's achievements. But if you start building, you create your own lasting happiness. So, I want you to remember Ryan's story. Your phone isn't your enemy, your habits are. It's time to stop scrolling and start building. Just imagine what could happen. Even one focused hour a day, dedicated to learning, creating, or working on your goals, can completely change your future. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content to help you choose progress over comfort. Now go and build something amazing.